Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. So when I started this channel, I had originally intended to slowly build into something more spectacular, I guess. And I'm slowly getting there. If you've watched any of my videos, you know the last few days especially, I've been, working to improve light and sound and setting and just everything. I actually just ordered some more stuff for the lights that I hope will, make it a little easier for me to set this up on a consistent basis, make it so the shadows aren't as extreme. I ordered a couple soft boxes. I got some different colored filters to hopefully offset the horrible color of my walls in this room until I get them painted. But I'm slowly, working towards something more than what this channel has been so far. I definitely did not intend for this channel to become basically a vlog, a video diary of me talking to really myself, trying to work through the events of the day and just kind of get it out. But that's what it's become, at least for this time being, and I'm okay with that. I know that I can only improve where I'm able. I know that and I've said this before, I'm sure, I know that if I'm not well, I'm not able to, create anything more extravagant, for lack of a better word, right now. And that's fine. That's fine. This channel is really, at its core, about my journey to become more than I am. My journey to become healthier, to lose more weight, to, become a more, I won't say prolific because I'm putting out a video every day. That's pretty prolific, but a more advanced content creator, I would say, to put out things that eventually people will, go out of their way to watch. I'm hoping to get there someday. But I've got a lot of work until that point. Definitely a lot of self-work that needs to be done, and that's the season that I'm in right now. So don't expect anything profound. I wouldn't say profound. That, I think, belittles me and what I'm trying to do. Don't expect the extravagant things to come right now. They will, eventually when life is more normal again and I can see friends. I really do have a couple people that I would like to have on these videos with me to have a conversation about some things that I would like to share with you guys. I'd really like to do some traveling type videos when that becomes a possibility and just, share more of my interests and my life with you guys. That's ultimately what I would like to do because I need to stop. This is a real problem that I have, and I'll be the first to admit it. I compare myself to others entirely too much. I am constantly looking at friends or acquaintances who are much more successful in their fields, who, seem to have it all together, and that brings me down on myself. I watch too many YouTube videos on what to do on YouTube to get people to pay attention to you. I watch too many videos on, these are the things that you need to do to grow your stream, your channel, what have you. And I'm slowly, as part of, this whole journey, learning more and more that I don't really care about those expectations for growing a channel. There's a niche for everyone on the internet. I'm sure that eventually I will find the place where I fit. And if I don't, that's fine too. I'm going to keep making the videos, if no one else, then just for myself. And I've said this before, yes, I would like to be a big YouTuber. Would that be nice for me? Absolutely. Would it feel fulfilling to know that I'm creating content that people want to pay attention to, that people enjoy, that, again, people go out of their way to see? Absolutely. But I know I'm not there yet. And I need to stop trying to do what other people do to get to that point, because I'm not those other people. I have my own story, my own ideas, my own uniqueness, I guess is what I would say. So I really don't, it's just hard because I do feel like I repeat myself a lot on these, but I think it's because it's part of my mental illness, my struggle to overcome these things that are in my head and these doubts and these worries. And I need to find a way to just let them go. Today in therapy, we were talking a lot about mindfulness and being present in the moment. And I understand that intellectually so well. It's in all of my martial arts books. It's in, tons of the stuff that I read. It's in, the practices that I try and put in place in my life. But I guess I don't practice it enough because I still can't make that connection between here and here. And that's something I need to work on. I think if I can learn to be more mindful and living in the present moment and just enjoying, sitting here, these lights, the camera, talking, paying attention to my breath. I think that if I can become more at peace in the moment, I will become more at peace with myself overall. So that is definitely something I need to work on, and hopefully, in the future and perhaps even future videos, I can, talk more about that and where I'm at with that practice and that path of trying to become more at peace, I guess. So I did get good news today. It wasn't a bad day. As I said, we talked about mindfulness in therapy. It was a good day in therapy. I don't feel like I, did anything too emotionally wrenching, but I did get good news. So since I started this program, I was really unsure about what was going to happen with my job. I had approached them, sent an email to HR saying, this is what's going on with me. Here's what I'm thinking about doing. Is there any wiggle room for myself in my position in order to, still have a job? They told me that they would, talk to some people. I had to send in some documentation, but we would get things figured out and they would let me know. Well, as of this morning, I hadn't heard anything. So on one of my therapy breaks, I sent over an email and I was like, hey, just trying to see what's going on. It's definitely something that's been on my mind. And almost immediately they got back to me. And I am very happy and lucky to say that I do still have a job. I am still employed. I am right now on unpaid leave, which is nice. My position is being held for me. I luckily work in an industry that is apparently quite understanding of the situation that I'm in. They want us to be healthy as RBTs. They want us to be working at the best of our ability. I'm doubly lucky that my client's family, when the situation, however it was explained to them, they were okay with it. They're like, you know what? We are fine with having a substitute come in and work in his place for the time being. And, when I'm ready to get back to work, my job is going to be there. And that is a huge, huge weight lifted off of my shoulders. I was very worried that I would lose my job, even though, they told me if that were the case, I would get hired back. But that process can take forever, much longer than, this short leave that I'm on. And I was worried about that. I do still worry about how money is going to go for the next few weeks. It's been quite some time since I worked, but luckily my wife still has money coming in. We are pretty frugal and we try and, not spend extravagantly. I have been doing a bit of that the past month, just trying to get things that I think will make my videos better, because like I've said, I'm making a concerted effort to try and be better and improve daily. And just knowing that I don't have that money coming in, it makes me feel a bit like a failure, but I know that all the money in the world will mean nothing if I'm not well. So focus on getting well. My job will thankfully be there. And that's a big plus for me. Also, I found this out last week, and I'm trepidatious about it. I am going tomorrow for my first dose of the COVID vaccine. My field qualifies as frontline staff, technically, I suppose. So I have an appointment tomorrow evening to go get that first dose. It's scary. I worry, like a lot of people worry, about adverse effects, long-term effects, but it's the right thing to do. I feel like if it helps the world return to some kind of normal, then I'm all for it. All for it. This video has become far longer than I intended it to be when I sat down this evening, but sometimes that's just how it's going to go, I suppose. I start talking and, things just come out. And again, it's therapeutic for me to do so. So I'm just going to let it happen when this happens. There are times when, I'm struggling to find something to say and I stop because I feel like I'm forcing it. But tonight is apparently one of those nights when I'm just needing to talk to someone, to anyone that will listen. But I think I've spoken my piece now. I think for tonight, I've said what I needed to say. I'll, wake up in the morning tomorrow, go to therapy, and just keep working on getting better. That's all I can do. Because, and it's coming. I apologize, but you knew it was coming. Throughout your life, advance daily. Becoming more skillful than yesterday, more skillful than today. This is never ending. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.